morning, you guys. It's time for coffee. I'm gonna make one of my cups of my nutrient dense bulletproof coffee, whatever you want to call it. NDK coffee, we call it in the group. But the way I make it, I start out with Kerrygold butter. I cut off about 2 tablespoons or so. Hunk about like that. Drop it into the cup. Some people use bulletproof brand, other brands, I don't know. I buy this brand here off of Amazon. It's called, that damn sunshine is hitting it just right. Anyway, it's Kiss My Keto brand, but it's a pure C8 oil. It's an MCT oil. It's caprylic acid is that what that one is. But I like it because it's in a glass bottle. It's got the pump on top so it doesn't get all greasy, I guess, on everything. I've tried using the bulletproof brand, but it just makes a mess everywhere. So, but anyway, I've measured off 8 pumps of that is 2 tablespoons. If you haven't ever used it before, you might want to back off on that a little bit and just ease into it slowly. Some people have bad reactions to C8 oil, but that's the same pretty much as your brain octane. Then I like this, I put collagen in mine. This is a Primal Kitchen brand. It's chocolate coconut. I like the flavor of it. Some guys use plain. Bulletproof brand makes a plain unflavored one or whatever, but then they add like raw cacao powder in it, 100% cacao powder, but I don't know, this is just one step. But I put a scoop of that in. If you're doing keto and things like that, you gotta watch your minerals. You know, you're not eating all the salt and crap and the processed foods and stuff anymore. But a lot of people say, well, I get leg cramps and things like that. Light Balance. It's an electrolyte supplement. It's got potassium, magnesium, and sodium in it. But if I take some of this every day, I don't have any of the problems with cramping or any of that stuff anymore. But I just take the cap. I put 2 capfuls of that in. Just like real salty water is what it tastes like. You can put it in just about anything, but and then I use my vitamins. It's vitamins D and K. They're already emulsified in some fat, so it's Biotics Research Lab is who I get that from. But every day I have my vitamin D. Get it from the sunshine, but I don't think you can get enough sometimes. I'll usually 4, 5, 6 drops of that. They're 1,000 IU per drop, I believe, is what it says. But anyways, that's what we do there. And I've got a single serve coffee pot. You can use whatever kind of coffee you want. I like dark roasts typically in these. I just use bottled water in mine because that's what I carry on the truck. But anyways, I bought this little coffee pot at Walmart. It was cheap. I think it was like, I don't know, it uses the K cups. I just use those because they're easy. But this one I think is a flavored one even. It's Jamaican me crazy. I like the flavor of that one. I usually use I like the darker roast the better when I make coffee like this, because everything you put in it, sometimes you can't taste the coffee. So anyways, we'll let that brew for a minute here, and then we'll move on to some other stuff here. Okay. The coffee's about done brewing now. I have to show you my other little device here that I've got. I bought this at Bed Bath and Beyond My Budget is what I like to call the store. But anyway, it's called the Aero Latte. It's a milk frother, but it's battery operated. But it makes like a little blender. But I like it because it came with the case to put it in. So I've got a spot to keep it in the truck. I just got to keep all my coffee junk in like a cooler that I carry up on top. I keep it up on the top bunk there. So, but anyway, some people use like a bullet blender. I used to do that, but if you're not real careful with one of those, when you put a hot liquid into one of those bullets, it'll blow up. So that hot air or the hot liquid in there, I don't know if it expands or what it does, but it blows the seal on it or cracks the cup or whatever. But anyway, these do a great job. And I don't know, this one was a little more expensive. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it, but as long as I've got two of them. There's one at the house too that my wife uses. But as much as I've used these things, they've been well worth it. But basically I just mix it up in there, so it's just like a little stick blender kind of, but I just run it until everything's mixed in there really well. If you keep it in the liquid, it doesn't froth up. If you like a little froth on the top like you would with at a coffee shop or whatever, you can pull it up a little bit and let it hit the surface of the coffee, and you'll get like a nice foam on top too, like a cappuccino would have or whatever. Another thing that I like in mine, you don't have to do this, and I'm sure some people come back, well, don't use dairy products or blah 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 or whatever, but I like just a little splash of heavy cream in mine too. It just makes it a little creamier. I mean, I don't know, I just like the texture and the flavor that it gives it, so I put a little splash of heavy cream in mine. If you like it, do it. If you don't, don't. Now, as far as cleaning wise on this, when I get done, I carefully bring it right to the top. I'll pull it out a little bit, and I'll keep it below the surface of the top of the cup, and I'll just turn it on. That sucker's clean because it spins fast enough. But anyway, that is how I make my NDK coffee. And it tastes delicious. I mean, it's like I don't know, you'd go to a coffee shop and get a mocha latte or whatever, but depending on what you put in for flavoring, like that coconut or chocolate coconut collagen in there, it gives it a chocolatey flavor to it, and I like the coconut flavor to it also. They make a vanilla, there's, I don't know, several different flavors, but I don't know, stick to stuff that would taste good with coffee, or whatever, add 100% cacao powder, whatever you like, but this is how I like mine. That's good coffee. Anyway, if you guys like the videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment if you have a comment. We'll see you guys down the road. Thank you.